what's up, Sluns? Joker here. Today I wanted to take a look at some of the games coming out for the rest of the year in 2014, some of my most anticipated games, and some of the games that maybe you should be keeping an eye on out there that are set to be coming out. Keep an eye out for the reviews from other people as well as myself. I'm going to be talking about these games on my channel, so I hope you stick with me through the year and hear me talk about these games. But if not, let's just take a look and see what games are set to be coming out. First, and I'm working from most recent to the last game, basically. Starting right now, which we're in mid-September. So we really haven't hit the big holiday gaming rush yet, but it is coming. It's coming very, very soon. So first game coming out at the end of this month is Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor. I've first seen this game like maybe earlier on this year, I'd say. Kind of looked like maybe an Assassin's Creed ripoff, which, isn't necessarily a bad thing. Assassin's Creed is fun. But, inside the Lord of the Rings universe, which is fantastic, because I haven't really played a great Lord of the Rings game since the movie games, which I know some people say, oh, it's a movie game. But no, I really enjoyed The Two Towers and Return of the King back on the PlayStation 2. Absolutely loved those games. Maybe it's because I was young, stupid, I don't know, but I liked them. They were a lot of fun. They also had like a very early like horde mode almost, where you would have to fight against waves and waves of enemies and try to survive till the end, which was a lot of fun. Me and my friends like challenging each other on that. Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor, I'm looking forward to. Hope it's really good. I wouldn't say go pre-order it by any means, but I'm hoping it's good so that, I can recommend it to you guys. Following up after that will be Alien Isolation. In the recent years, we've had some really, really shitty Alien games. But this one looks to be like it's going to finally resurrect the franchise and bring us a good Alien game. Absolutely love the Alien movies, love Prometheus, even though a lot of people out there said, they didn't really like Prometheus, they thought it sucked, they thought it wasn't an Alien movie. You know what, I say hogwash to that. I loved Prometheus, I love all the Alien movies, except for maybe that last one. That was kind of questionable. Alien 3, yeah. But, Alien and Aliens were both amazing, and Prometheus was good. So, looking forward to playing the Alien Isolation game. Hopefully, it's as good as I'm expecting it to be, really. After that is a game from console, which is coming to PC now. From the Xbox One is coming to PC, Ryse, Son of Rome, which I'm really not too sure if it's going to be great or not. I mean, I have one friend that played it, said he really liked it, but I've watched some gameplay. It looks like just a lot of quick-time events, but it will be nice to look at, and I'm hoping it is good, because I like Roman history, I like Gladiator, all that stuff. I loved Shadow of Rome back on the PlayStation 2. If you guys ever played that, oh my god, that was so, so good. Loved Shadow of Rome on the PS2. I would love to see that get remade or picked back up, but I highly doubt that'll ever happen. But hopefully Ryse, Son of Rome will sort of quench my palate for the, something in the Roman Empire, because I love Roman history, all that stuff. Big, big history buff. After that is Lords of the Fallen, which is an upcoming sort of like action RPG-ish type game. Really haven't seen a whole lot of it, but from what I've seen, it looks interesting, and I'm looking forward to checking it out. It's definitely something you might want to keep an eye on and check out the reviews after it does come out, and see what people are saying about it. It might be shit, it might be great, who knows? Might just be in the middle and just might be a quick, fun game to pick up on the cheap later on down the road. After that, and I might catch some flack for this, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Now, I know you're saying, what are you thinking, Joker? It's fucking Call of Duty. I know, bro. I fucking know, alright? It's Call of Duty. But it looks okay, I gotta be honest. I'm hearing some people that are usually like PC and Battlefield players saying that, it's not that bad. So I'm looking forward to seeing what it's all about. I'd like to see after it comes out, what people are saying about it. People that are traditionally more like Battlefield or PC players, people that don't really like Call of Duty. I'd like to see some of those people play and then give their opinions, from multiple sources. Maybe check out Metacritic, things like that, Steam reviews, and see what people are really saying about this game. Because I don't want to, just listen to some guy that's like, Call of Duty, rah, fuck Call of Duty. I don't want to listen to that guy, because he just has a fucking one-track mind, and I don't give a fuck about his opinion. But if someone's willing to give the game a go and give me an honest truth about, is it good? Is it worth $60? Is it worth, waiting for maybe a $20 deal? Then so be it. Call of Duty games traditionally have a pretty decent single player and an okay multiplayer, in my opinion. I did like Call of Duty 4 and World at War back in the day. Those were great. Call of Duty 2 also. But the franchise has just kind of gotten stale and sort of slid off over the past few years. But that doesn't make it really a bad game. It's just not as good as other games out there, and I choose not to invest my time into it. because it's basically just the same rehashed bullshit every year. It'd be like going out and buying the new Madden every year or the new FIFA every year, which people do. I get it if that's what you want to do, but for me, I'm not going to go out and just basically pay for a map pack, which is what they're doing. Every year, it's just like a $60 map pack, and they've been doing that since Call of Duty 4. And I'm hoping they actually do something different here, and it actually turns out to be a good game with a good single player, with a good story, and all that stuff. So hopefully it turns out all right, and I can pick it up at some point, but definitely not pre-ordering it, definitely not buying it on day one. Next game on the list, another yearly title, Assassin's Creed. They're coming out with 2 games this year, but I don't even... The one that's coming out on last-gen consoles, you can just completely ignore. They've pretty much just taken the map from, like, Assassin's Creed 3 and injected, like, a new character into it. It's, like, the fucking last-ditch effort to just cash in on a franchise on that old, shitty hardware. But I'm talking about Assassin's Creed Unity, which does look nice. Hopefully they've gotten the optimization a little bit better this year around. Assassin's Creed 3 was pretty poor for PC optimization. Assassin's Creed 4, not a whole lot better, especially with the PhysX on. You know, that game would just slog down immensely, and that's running on 2 GTX 780s. Also, the game was capped at 60 FPS, which just boggles my fucking mind. You know, gaming on a 144Hz monitor, I want to see support for that shit. Just turn VSync off and, you know, let us have whatever. Why cap it? Why not allow us to disable that kind of stuff? We're on the fucking PC. We want to be able to change this stuff. We want to be able to customize our options. It's really not that hard to understand. But hopefully, as far, you know, besides that, hopefully the game is actually good. Hopefully the environment is good. It seems like they're kind of heading back to like the sort of like the one city type thing they did back when when they had the one game in Rome. I think it was Brotherhood or Assassin's Creed 2. I think it was Brotherhood. Yeah, I think it was Brotherhood that was all set in Rome. And you know, I like that one a lot. So hopefully it turns out well this time around in Paris. You know, it looks pretty good so far, and the inclusion of co-op also is definitely a big draw as well. Although the whole campaign is not co-op, it's not drop in, drop out whenever you want. You can do side missions and you can roam around the city with a buddy, but you know, not the main story. You got to do that on your own. And following up after that, one I'm immensely excited for, something I will definitely be picking up day one, and I'll probably pre-order it like the night before or something. I don't really pre-order games months in advance because what's the point? But I will be pre-ordering to get like any bonus content for Dragon Age Inquisition. I'll be getting the digital deluxe on that. Love the Dragon Age series. So good. Can't wait for Inquisition. From everything I've seen so far, I'm just immensely excited. From the graphics and the Frostbite engine, all that stuff. Oh, it's like I'm just salivating thinking about Dragon Age Inquisition for the hot graphics and hopefully the combat's good, and hopefully the story and the world are good this time around. You know, recovering from Dragon Age 2, which was kind of a letdown, although still a good game. I still liked it. But you know, the world and for the exploration stuff like that was a massive disappointment. But it seems like they're correcting that this time around. At least they're saying they are, and people that have seen the gameplay at like E3 and things like that are saying that that is the case. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it does come out to be as good as I'm expecting it to be. Following up after that, Far Cry 4. Also, you know, good-looking game. It's pretty much looks exactly like Far Cry 3. So I know that's what I'm basically expecting. I'm basically expecting Far Cry 3 in a different location with some new weapons and elephants. And I'm pretty sure they're going to probably nail that, in which case they'll get my money because I enjoyed Far Cry 3, and I'm sure I'm going to probably enjoy Far Cry 4, although they really don't seem to be doing a whole lot as far as innovation-wise, and hopefully in the future they kind of go away from that. I don't want to see them just turn into like Assassin's Creed with guns and just turn out the same game every year or every 2 years, because that would be disappointing, because I was an early adopter in the Far Cry franchise. I played the original, I played the second one, and, you know, then the third one came out, and it got this huge critical success, and everyone loved it, whereas the old ones were kind of like, you know, a lot of people played it, but not anywhere near as much as Far Cry 3. And Far Cry 2 was my favorite one by far. I loved Far Cry 2, even with the whole malaria infection and all that stuff. But, you know, hopefully Far Cry 4 is good, and, you know, we'll see where it goes from there. And finally, wrapping up the list, I'm going to have to go with a console exclusive here, the only one on the list, which will be Little Big Planet 3. Enjoy the first one and the second one. I think the campaign's a lot of fun, especially in co-op, so I plan to pick that up and play it with a friend. And I don't really do a whole lot of the creating stuff in the game, which I know is like a big selling point for it, but I do enjoy downloading the content that is created by other people. One of the few games on console where you can actually do that and sort of get like the same vibe as like you would get on like PC with like Portal 2 with the user created levels, which is just gives that game, it's just endless how much content can be in Portal 2 because of the community creating levels for it. And, you know, that's the kind of the same thing they have in Little Big Planet, and I love it because some of the best levels that I played in Little Big Planet 2 were user-created levels. There was like these Uncharted levels that are based off the Uncharted series, kind of, you know, sort of had like a temple vibe, like sort of Indiana Jonesy look to them, and they were fantastic, and they were hours long. So, you know, you just get so much out of it when you open up the game like that to the users out there to become the content creators. It just gives the game so much life and so much longevity, and I'm looking forward to Little Big Planet 3 quite a bit. But that's going to wrap up my upcoming games for 2014, games I'm looking forward to, the games you should be looking out for. You know, don't pre-order any of these games, though, because I'm saying it looks good or I like it, or because anyone else is either. Be an informed consumer. Go out there, watch videos, wait for the reviews, see what other people are saying out there, talk to your friends, see what they're saying about it, see if it's worth spending your money on it right away, or is it worth waiting for. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Twitter at JokerSlunt. You could also always get back to this channel by just going to jokerslunt.com. I'll catch you guys next time. Ta-da!